Welcome to the realm of pigeons with Junru Lyu. If you're a student at UC Berkeley, you must see rock pigeons every day. See them walking, flying, or hiding behind a garbage can. Ever since the 1600s, pigeons have been nesting on the windows and window ledges in Europe, and later the European colonists brought them to North America in the 17th century. Even today, we can still find them on the streets of the entire United States and Mexico, the southern parts of Canada, and the majority of Europe. Since pigeons are commonly found, they've been widely used for Darwin's evolution studies and other genetics or behavioral studies. For example, we now see pigeons of very different color, very different feathers, but they're actually closely linked. Their difference comes from thousands of years domestic breeding where people create artificial selection. Another interesting observation is their behavior and cooperation. Pigeons tend to feed alone. They forage alone, eat their own food, and don't have much behavior in sharing. However, we still often find several pigeons feeding in the same area. Why is that? Well, you can see the pigeons, although eating alone, tend to fly in a V-shaped formation to save energy. This kind of behavior is beneficial to them, but makes my job a lot more difficult. After some very hard work, we finally find our pigeon again, feeding on the side of the street. But now it seems to be walking into the middle of the street, among the dangerous and lethal automobiles. Isn't it crazy? Well, if we analyze this kind of behavior with the cost and benefit approach, the conclusion is very interesting. By walking into the middle of the street, the pigeon expands its food resource. It is more likely to encounter high-quality food and save up energy. However, the cost is also severe. While the pigeon's great color may be favored by natural selection, meaning that it is less likely to be hunted by predators like hawks and foxes in the city, blending into the background in this case may be dangerous. It becomes very difficult to be spotted by uncareful drivers and endure a great possibility of being hit by a car. But I think this pigeon is smart enough to avoid collision with the cars, so it is brave enough to embrace the benefit and endure the cost. Today's foraging, however, does not seem good for this pigeon. It has been wandering in the middle of the streets for minutes without any reward. Will it keep looking or should it stay? Well, according to the optimal patch model, since the traveling time for the pigeon is typically short, I suspect that this pigeon will leave very soon. It probably have gathered enough to account for the previous trip, so why bother staying? Now let's see what a pigeon is going to do. I'm curious as well. Well, it meets up with another pigeon and begins flying. Will it leave? Or will it stay? It seems that the pigeon has once again formed a V-shaped formation with its partners and are leaving this area for more food, and thus end our trip in the realm of pigeons.